Take 17. Some people are going to take a look at different things and say why. Others are going to dream things and say why not. That's what we're going to be looking at now at Book Talk today. My name is Carl Laterza. We're here at the Mount Juliet Library, and we're going to be talking about people that had attitudes like that. In particular, we're going to be talking about Henry Ford and Walt Disney, because both of them are going to see things the way they are, but they're going to say, you know what, I've got a better idea, and they're going to do things completely different. For example, Henry Ford is going to start with this quadricycle, and he's going to develop that into the Ford Motor Corporation. An amazing thing. He's going to take something like the Model T, and eventually that's going to evolve into the modern-day Ford Fusion. He's going to be able to do that by making a quality product at a cheap price. For example, he's going to use the assembly line. That had never been done in building cars before. As a result of that, he's going to be able to sell the car at a much cheaper price. But to guarantee that he's going to get quality workers, when workers are being paid $1.50, $2 a day, he's going to pay his workers $5 a day. That means he's taking care of his workers, he's making a quality price, selling it to the consumers. This guy is going to be very popular. So much so, they're going to ask him to run for president, which he turns down, but he is going to run for the Senate, and he probably would have won the Senate, but then we're going to see a different side of him start to emerge. He created a newspaper called the Dearborn Independent, and in the Dearborn Independent, it was not unusual at all to see anti-Semitic stories like you see up there on the screen. As a result of that, he is not going to be elected to a public office, but he is going to revolutionize the car industry. It's now going to be possible for people to get into a car and literally travel comfortably hundreds of miles a day. Like we're seeing over there, the revised Model A, that could move a whole entire family hundreds of miles in one day and take them to places that they had never been to before. That's going to create a brand new car culture. This car culture is going to make it possible for people to go on family vacations, create a new industry called tourism, and might even take them to places like this, the Magic Kingdom, or the different parks that are going to be built by Walt Disney. And this is going to lead to the next part that's going to start with a mouse. He's going to have the vision to develop this particular mouse caricature, but he knows that if he plays it just right, it's going to lead to much grander things like we see over there, the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, Disney Studios, the Animal Kingdom. What a tremendous vision this man had, but it starts in 1928. Walt Disney is fond of saying, I hope we never lose sight of the fact that it all began with just a mouse. And that's what's going to happen. He begins with a mouse, but he's going to parlay this into like this massive empire that we now call Disney World or Disneyland. But to be fair, it didn't really start with the mouse. It started with the rabbit, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Disney loses the rights to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit by way of a whole big legal mess, so now he's going to have to create a brand new character. That new character is going to be first seen in a silent movie called Plain Crazy in 1928, in which it's going to be based upon what Lindbergh did the year previous in 1927. And there it's going to be Mortimer the Mouse. Yo, Mr. Laterza, how do we go from Mortimer the Mouse to Mickey Mouse? Well, that's a story that's very interesting. Got to read the book and you'll find out for certain on that. This is what we normally think of when we're thinking about Mickey Mouse, meaning Steamboat Willie. This is one of the innovations that Walt Disney does. He's going to take this and he's going to turn it into what we call a talkie. There's going to be sounds, there's going to be voices. Walt Disney himself is going to be the very first voice of Mickey Mouse, but he's also going to add sound effects, bells, whistles, trains. This stuff becomes so popular that movie theaters are going to bring kids in, and they're going to watch the movies all day long. In between movies, they're going to do things like a pie eating contest, marble tournaments. This is going to become wildly popular in the 1950s. It's going to become the basis for the Mickey Mouse Club. Who's the leader of the... Never mind, you get the idea. Here's America's favorite Mouseketeer, Annette Funicello. Where does Walt Disney get the ideas for stuff like this? That's easy. Go read the book and you're going to find out for certain. How about Henry Ford? He's going to do something during World War II that can best be compared to what the Ford Motor Corporation was doing today in the coronavirus. How does he do that? Simple. Read the book, guys. And there it is. Simple as all that. Hope to see you guys soon. Remember, think about things that never were. You'll be the next visionary.